but don't stress it, but I'll give it a shot. So where we started last session was we had a parting of three ways. There was Buck alone, Seymour alone, and then we had what we believed at the time to be the three corpses of Sledge, Bobby Joe, and Desto. It started off with the scene of Buck and Seymour saying goodbye to each other. Seymour tried to relay the intent of go get Zane and keep him safe to make sure that whatever dragon cursed orb situation didn't affect him and that he's still okay. And lay low while I do some recon and see if I can save these people. Buck flies off invisible into the distance. He makes it to camp where we roughly left Zane. And he is beaten, battered, bruised, and bloodied. He's holding on for dear life as he shows up, and Zane is immediately skeptical, as he deserves to be. He realizes that nobody else has come back with Buck. He gets angry, upset, and scared, worried about Bobby Joe and the rest of the party. His teenage angst, for lack of a better word, wants him to do something. He's impatient and decides that at the end of their scene, after a lot of yelling and what do you want from me's out of Buck, as Buck finally gives up and gives way to say, if you're going to do whatever you want to do, it's either going to be over my dead body or with everything I have left in me. As he's trying to give him cape and ring and anything else he can to say, if you're going to make a dumb decision, at least do it to the best of your abilities. And he begins to fly off. The other cutscene being the three bodies we believed were dead awaken in a haze as they're dragged through the castle and down into a torture chamber. They're pinned up to a wall, and all three of them, whether it's anger, spite, or even just a little bit of fun, they decide that somehow we're alive when we all thought we should be dead. We're running on fumes. We're already past our due date. Doesn't matter what anybody's going to do to us anymore. They're met by Princess Avaleria and her right-hand man, Lacrum. And conversation persists between them as Avaleria tries to figure out what the party knows, what's going on, and why things went south the way they did. Lacrum has an ability to understand when people are lying and when they're telling the truth. And he gets confused by figuring out what the party's saying is true, but they believe it to be a lie. Avaleria tries to investigate further, but it comes to the point where the party doesn't really give much of anything and spends the majority of the time avoiding questions, insulting her, and being your typical prisoners right off the bat. Avaleria leaves, and the scene ends on what is meant to be a possible very, very prolific torture scene, where all three of these party members could be going through something that's rough. The middle scene that happens in a little bit of both with Seymour. After leaving Buck, he sneaks through the castle, sees his party members still alive in a drugged out daze, tries to do everything he can to gain ground and help them, but loses his opportunity. As he panics to try to figure out what he can do that's either right or helpful to saving them, he sneaks his way back up through the castle to Princess Mayori's room, convinces her to leave with him as a capture, but a willing capture, as he thinks that this might be his only leverage to keeping his party members safe. And his scene ends with him and Mayuri, invisible, flying out towards where he left Buck and Zane, hoping to catch them. Did I miss anything of importance?
I don't think so. I think that covered it pretty well. So we are going to pick up, I believe, where we chronologically left off, which is you and Mayuri invisibly flying back to where you think Buck and Zane are. And you see Zane's wings flapping in the distance as he is racing towards the castle. I believe you're both still invisible as this is happening. But he is getting closer. You can see that he is excited. That's not the right word. Just wound up.
Energized.
And is trying his best to get there as quickly as possible.
I would say, as I see him in the distance, I would say something to Mayuri. This dragon is a friend of mine.
Okay.
And I would drop invisibility and go, Zane, where are you going?
He has to flap his wings out as wide as they'll go to break himself in midair. You feel this rush of air and heat as he stops feet in front of you. Buck told me. He told me she's in there still. Maybe. I don't know, but he didn't have answers.
I've got more answers. Come with me. We'll talk this out. If you go there now, you're gonna die.
Okay.
She's alive. Trust me.
Are you just gonna say the same stuff Buck did?
I don't know what he said, and at this point I can't trust that furry motherfucker farther than I can throw him, and that ain't far. If you want to do this, listen to me. I have a plan. It's not a great plan, but it's better than running to your death.
All right. You are going to make a persuasion check. He is going to make 100%. An insight check.
And I ask this only because normally I usually say, oh, can I get advantage some way? I know a lot of persuasion checks that he tried to do with Buck were at disadvantage for a lot of reasons. He's fueled up and angry. Is he also at disadvantage, or is this flat?
You will also be at disadvantage.
Okay. I love this ability, as long as I don't roll a 1. 23. Everything's treated as a 10 as long as it's not a 1.
Yep. It is a great bard ability, that's for sure.
What?
He'll think and silently flap for a moment, keeping himself aloft. Okay. We'll try this again. But every moment that we're not going after her, she could be dead.
You won't like what I have to say after this, but they're not killing her anytime soon. I know that doesn't help it, but I'm not afraid for the grave.
You'll, as he turns to fly with you, he'll be like, well, I guess that's great for y'all's timeline then.
You're not wrong.
I'm sorry, it is so hard to focus because Brent is over there.
He's melting. He's melting over there. I'm so sorry.
What are you saying fuck me for?
All right, we're gonna keep going. We'll get to that maybe, hopefully. I don't know, or maybe that's just a one-off. The
it's coming.
Dragon, Zane, and make it a double, make it a triple. Yeah, Zane lands, accompanied by a now visible Seymour and Mayuri on Broom, as Buck, you were left, I believe, wailing and gnashing your teeth on your knees in this clearing.
How long has it been?
Like 5 minutes.
You will find Buck, like, having grabbed the items that he threw at Zane, has just grabbed them and attempted to put them on, and then has just passed out.
Okay. So, Seymour, you land to find Buck in a heap, potentially in the fetal position, around these items, and can see the heavy scars or heavy wounds that he's taken, and some have healed magically, some have not. He's very much wearing the effort and weight of battle. And I think despite the temperature of the air, just he is radiating steam from just how hot and intense everything has been.
Buck, do you feel like you would wake up feeling dragon wings cresting over you, or do you feel like you'd still be passed out? I can work with either.
At this point, like, Buck is, like, so high-strung that he'll stand up and, like, have his glaive and, like, kind of go to one knee as of just, what the fuck? What's happening? Oh, God. Am I dead?
You're not dead. And as we, like, land, I would turn back to Princess Mayuri and be... Can you sit over here for a minute? I have some things I need to discuss with them before we get much further. Is that okay?
Alights from the broom, she will just look at Buck, this towering mound of fur that she is only known to be jovial and welcoming and a source of warmth. Now frayed to the thinnest of his margins. Is Buck okay?
I'm going to be honest with you. No.
Oh.
Buck's normally okay. But right now he's not. And there's a lot of reasons as to why I can explain. And I owe you all those explanations. But I just need you to give me a few minutes.
Hello, Princess. Oh, God. Are you okay? Are you safe?
I think so.
Okay, good. Here, and I'll, like, kind of gesture to my pack, and I'm like, see if you can find any sweet treats in there. There might be something left. Oh, God.
Okay. And
if you find enough for two, will you get me one too?
Okay, sure. And
Thanks.
she will begin rummaging through your things as you guys have this conversation.
I turn to Zane and be like, I'll explain everything I know. Just give me 1 sec. And I walk over to Buck. And he's frail and shambling and angry.
I'm posted up on my glaive, and I'm like leaning on it, and that's the only thing that's keeping me up at this point.
And I walk over to him, and I give him a hug.
Oh.
And as I hug him, I dip my last first level spell of Healing Word into him, as I have now taken a short rest, and I give him 6 HP back.
also was wondering about that, Brent.
And-
we didn't talk about this one, man.
And I give him a hug for a sec and go, I'm glad you made it out of the city, okay? Thank you for listening to me. And as I let go of him for a second, I turn around to turn towards Zane, and then I stop. And I rear back and I punch Buck right in the fucking face.
What?
And I picture him still leaning on his glaive. And as I come up with a hook, I just picture him falling over from it. Seymour, who's never acted in a physical way this way before, just swinging on him.
Before you say anything, DM, in terms of AC and stuff, Buck is so not expecting this, he hits me.
Okay.
He hits me. That's not a... and I'll take however much damage an unarmed strike from you does.
How much damage?
But,
I probably healed you for more than most of it, but
I mean, fair though.
I did that knowing.
All right. Just play this out then. If y'all are both.
I am so confused.
My unarmed strike damage on D&D Beyond is 0.
That's dumb. It does 1.
So we'll say it does 1 point of damage, and it's less about the actual physical damage that it does.
Yes.
It is more the unexpected nature of where this blow is coming from, and whether or not you are strong enough to knock Buck out is less of a priority than the fact that Buck can tell you put your all into that one. That was not a play swing. That was to the best of Seymour's ability, was going for a knockout, or not a knockout, but a meaningful punch.
Seeing how he was, I am punching him with the expectation that he's falling to the ground.
Sure. Carry on.
And as Buck kind of is on the ground and what the fuck just happened, Seymour stands over him. What the fuck is your goddamn problem?
What is your goddamn problem?
Do you realize what the fuck you just did to all of us? Your pride, your sense of moral values, your sense of grandeur and better than everybody, whether it's royalty, God, or the guy next to us in a fucking bar, almost got us all killed because you wouldn't agree to disagree for once in your fucking life. You always have to be right. You had to take this moral high road. You think you're better than everybody else walking around you because you swing a bigger stick and think that everything has to boil down to violence, even though you pretend like you don't love it.
Ooh.
We're in this predicament because of you. I love you, and I'm not fucking leaving you for this. But for once, you need to hear somebody tell you how it is. Because I watched your whole goblin clan recently know that you're the guy with the big stick and nobody wants to cross you. Everybody in this group sees you make your cookies and thinks you're this warm, fuzzy guy. You're smarter than this, you're better than this, and I know that. And if nobody's going to call you out on it, I will right now. You fucked up. And all of us are in danger because of it. I had well-laid plans. Things that would set us up for the future. All gone.
Well, we got the work on your follow-through, but form is there. And spit out a glob of blood. I'm better than everybody, am I? Really fucking rich coming from you. Your plans, your things, your machinations, whatever. Really fucking good to know if you had told us any of this. And are you not always, constantly, trying to do what you think is best thing to do? But Seymour does it, we all have to listen. But if somebody else, God forbid, have some kind of compunction about something, then fuck them. Oh,
I look out for the well-being of myself, for you, and for everybody else in our party to make sure we can live to see another day. Your actions stand on grandeur. We all could have died today.
we all could have died yesterday.
Because you decided that what you thought was morally right was the best option every time. Look at every fight and every conflict we've come to this point. It is you making decisions about what you believe is right or wrong and not listening because you don't allow for disagreements. I have tried to talk through, work through, negotiate everything, but it's always physical violence and force that you put onto somebody else. I'm not saying there's not a time and place for these things. But you realize not every place is a time and place.
Of these times that you have tried to talk our way out of this, how many times have you been successful? How many times have people been willing to listen?
I mean, I got us out of the whole situation down in the starter city, where we were all on a summer vacation and we were about to get arrested because we're fighting with everybody in the town, including the police chief. But I negotiated us a way out of this because I was able to portray the laws of the people to our favor. We would have been in a prison cell right next to him because of what happened if it wasn't for me. And we wouldn't be here right now.
In your view, that may be the best place for us. Because we flout the laws of gods and men for our own ends. Do you not do the exact same thing that I do? Just using your words instead of your fists? Doing the exact same fucking thing. You're just not as successful as I am.
You care about the actions, you don't care about the repercussions.
We take the repercussions as they come. Because you cannot expect me to sit back and let a city burn when I can do something about it.
But you couldn't. That's the thing.
But we didn't know that at the time.
Oh, we knew that. We knew that walking in. Are you kidding me?
We?
To think that we could walk into this castle of the largest city on this continent and believe that we're going to fight our way out when we know the person in charge is controlling dragons and magic and has the entire city under her thumb. You think walking in for a fucking bare knuckle boxing fight is going to be our way?
You tried talking to her
me?
and it didn't work.
We got through 6 sentences before we were going to disappear and desegregate, and you turned around and be like, you know what, I may have had this awesome band of intellect that Sledge just gave me, but I'm going to be as dumb as a fucking rock right now and try to push the soon-to-be queen to her edge with physical violence. We all could have snuck our way out, left, and made an entire rebellion from the outside. We could overthrow the government outside of it. But you decided to go into the dragon's mouth.
Fuck. Was I supposed to know that if you didn't share your plans? You're my best friend, and I don't know a fucking thing about you. I don't know your plans. I don't know your family history. I don't know your ideas of the world. I don't know jack shit. And you expect me to just know what you're going to do? You had this grand plan? Oh, I'm sorry that you had 6 contingencies in your back pocket that you didn't inform us of. Maybe that would have been better to knowing that going in.
Oh, like when we talked about it at the inn, or we talked about it at the college after not finding Sledge's aunt, where I was like, we need to go in this and we need to understand that we are in danger. We are walking into a city on fire. And I tell you that we need to watch our back and not ruffle feathers And that's exactly what you did.
Yeah, you say that. You say these things. You say don't ruffle feathers. You say don't punch people. All this shit. But like, you need to tell me why. And for the sole purpose of like you just blowing smoke. Because lots of us around here like to just say things to blow smoke. And there's no follow through, there's no nothing, or it's just like, oh, ha ha ha, this is funny laugh joke thing. But like, if you have these plans, if you have contingencies, if you have a plan to spark a rebellion and do all this shit, fucking tell me. Fucking trust me enough, trust all of us enough to tell me about it. I'm not your stupid friend anymore. I know shit. I've always known shit. You're smarter than all of us, but we're not that stupid either.
And you're right, too. I didn't trust you. And I guess it's not because I didn't trust you individually. It's because I just don't trust people, period. And you're right. That's not fair to you to not know what you don't know because of my faults. But I do expect you're better than you give yourself credit for. And you don't try to look at the bigger picture. You just go, oh, it's easier if I just do now and figure it out later. And you know better than the world that that's not how the world works. But you continue to lie to yourself about it. You pretend to believe that that's the easy way out because you won't accept any level of accountability. It's always somebody else's fault. It's always another situation. This guy was evil. This guy was mean. This guy was a dick. This guy's doing magic. This guy's doing dragons. This guy had a secret plan. It's everybody else's fault. Take accountability for that one. And as you're laying there on the ground, a little silent, I reach my hand out to you to pick you up.
Growing up, we were always taught that in a life or death situation, you don't have the luxury of trying to reason with a bear as it's coming to attack you. And for a long time, I saw every evil as a wild beast that wouldn't hear reason or logic. So I turned to the things that I knew and I was good at. I'm not good at talking. I'm not good at planning. I'm not good at making my ideas and opinions known in a coherent way. But I will try. I will work on it, but do not ever expect me to not act. Because I would much rather die doing something than living having done nothing. And I'll grab your hand and I'll turn to Zane. I'll turn to the princess. Now, did you find any cookies or anything sweet? I'll take some fruit too. Ah!
She has found both of those things. We'll hand cookies around to everybody.
Does Zane accept it?
He does.
I'll just stare at him.
The princess's eyes and Zane's eyes are wide, and they share a look of like, I don't know what the fuck that was. As you guys pass around these treats, and we are gonna cut the scene here. We'll come back to it.
And I want to say one thing while the scene is still fresh.
Sure, put a button
Before
on
we
it.
cut. I picture like me like lifting Buck up just enough to like get a seat on like a fallen down tree or some shit. And I see where you're coming from, Buck. And I was taught that if you're ever in a life or death situation, you failed 4 steps ago. It's better to live every day out, to have another one, to make up for lost transgressions, than to die over one little mistake. And I get that that's a difference of view. And I'm not the guy that's the best in a life or death situation. But I'm the best one to help us avoid that. And that's why we work together so well.
As
Yeah.
oh, I didn't want to cut you off. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, as the camera is panning back out, Buck will just, man, I guess that means that your family and my family just need to get together, and by God, we'll solve all the world's problems.
There's a small chuckle, and it's solve a hell of a lot of them, that's for sure.
All right, Zane, are you gonna punch next?
Scene cut there. Like I was like, I just wanted to make sure like I followed up to like a very fresh piece that wouldn't have been great an hour later.
Totally understand. That was a good call. Yeah, so the
and
camera
then
will
punches it in the face. That's where we cut.
Zip. Or actually, we'll get like one of those
Punch my
Star
Ori.
Wars wipe pans from one place to the other as we join the other half of the party in the dungeon of the castle, where we last left off with our last session. You all had been asked, well, you'd been asked a series of questions by the princess and had been, we'll say, middlingly helpful. To her ends, anyway. But you were certainly successful in pissing her off, which I believe was Desto's stated goal before things kicked off. And now we leave or find the 3 of you still chained by your wrists and by your ankles in a dungeon with anti-magic properties. The advisor, Lacarum, has run his finger dramatically over the table with various implements on it that you have surmised are for your torture. And he has asked a question of all 3 of you. By what manner do you choose to break? Physical, mental, or spiritual?
I don't know, man. Just kill me already. Dealer's choice.
That's it. That's the level of fight you're going to bring to this. Where are all the smarmy barbs that you were just hitting the princess with?
I'm tired.
Sorry to hear that.
I'm not tired.
Okay.
Spiritual.
Dwarf, are you tired?
No.
All right, 2.
I
Not
think I
tired,
just hit
1
my.
tired.
I think I just hit my second win.
All right, great.
I think we're good.
Wonderful. All right, so are we gonna get started with this?
Why don't you just let us go? That would be torture of hope if you just let us go, and then we could just wander around. And
In her defense,
have you ever
she
tried
has
that?
She has a condition. That's why she's tired a lot.
True.
True.
So I don't
It's
think it's
weird.
really, particularly because of you. You're doing a great job. But she's, just tired in general. As opposed to...
Did you at
You're-
least clean those?
You're intimidating. You're doing good.
Oh, believe me, I'm totally confident in my performance.
Yeah.
I'm not No anxiety there
Oh, okay.
whatsoever.
I just
Alright.
wanted to make sure you weren't thinking she
We
was
bo-
tired because you are bad at this or anything.
No.
But anyway, I choose spiritual. I
Mm.
appreciate you giving us a choice too. That's kind of nice.
That is cool. You should just use up all 3 on Desto, and then we can go.
We'll see.
Come on.
He
Really?
walks over to the table and picks up a jar. And he will unscrew it and fish out.
What's in
with
the
his
jar?
hand-
Does he get it with one go? Jars are usually really like sticky. Can he at least do a strength check to see if he gets it at one go?
Yeah, sure. Let me pull that out real quick. Yeah, we'll roll for it. Why
What a
not?
great answer, man. Is it a rusty jar?
That's so stupid, but sure.
What's the
why
DC?
not?
What's the
Uh-huh,
DC,
uh-huh,
Tyler?
uh-huh.
Just
Jesus,
let us behind the curtain, okay?
I
No, I
hope
know.
it's a one. It'll be
Just
The
give a jar of
DC
dirt.
Let us get a glimpse behind the curtain of this jar
the
and how
DC,
rusty the lid is.
Call it a 16 to open the jar.
Oh, okay. Fairly rusty.
That's actually
Alright.
really freaking. I thought it was gonna be like a 5. Yeah, all right.
I was hoping it'd be like a 30. It's an old jar. They haven't used it in a while.
All right, so he's
Yeah,
gonna add
yeah.
+1 to this. So
Hey, you
he's a
might
15
need
or
some
higher on
oil.
the dice.
Low rolls.
13. So struggles with it for a second. Doesn't get it on the first one.
Would you like some help with that? Some.
No.
We got some DD40.
Nope, I got it.
Some kind of oil or
Hey, this might be part of the spiritual test.
He opens it up and reaches in as he pulls out a small sort of cube. Not even a cube. It's just like this piece of meat. Flesh.
Delicious.
And
what
he
is
will
that?
Walk forward and say, "This is your spiritual test."
Piece of meat?
Do I let you in on the secret? I think I should. I think it's more fun that way. You all destroyed a laboratory some time ago.
Oh, fuck no.
You want to choose again?
Kind of, yeah.
That's no.
All right.
Doesn't this make you a jerky? Isn't this like the dragon jerky?
What's gonna happen to me if I eat that? I don't know. I thought maybe you would just say some mean things to me, try to
No,
break
I
my
don't.
spirit.
I don't know what happens to you. I know it's not not great for you. I know that your mind would be, or spirit rather, your spirit would be constantly at war with this piece of dragon flesh. And at any moment, your true nature could be overridden by this new body within inside you.
Wait, why are you telling me all this?
Wait, what new body?
I feel like you kind of messed up telling me. You probably should have kept it a secret. Now that you've spilled the beans, so to speak.
You should have said it was Kank
A lot of information.
flesh and see if he
One
actually
of
would have
you
eaten him.
Is going to have to
Now I know
choose
it's
We're gonna have
one
to
of us
choose
has
what?
to.
one of you
Is what
gets
you're saying?
physical. One of you gets mental. One of you gets spiritual.
Give me the thing. Let's go.
Desto, I've literally been saving some jerky just for this occasion. You should be good.
Tell you what, why don't I walk you through the other options, and then you can decide amongst yourselves. And certainly there's going to be a decent amount of physical torture interspersed with all this, but whoever chooses physical will certainly get the brunt of it. So...
Wait, hold on. We're not lying, though. What
Right.
goal are you hoping to achieve with this? There's not a purpose. We're not lying. We're telling you the truth.
All right. Let's restate it. Why don't you tell me again what the truth is?
Fucking put me on the spot here.
Wait, what's the question?
Not what the question was.
Yeah.
Well, the original question was, how did the vote go when all of you decided
Well-
to kill the princess?
First off,
Rotona?
I know that,
There was no
it's
vote.
really not been that long, but due to us being prisoners, it feels like it's been
Sure.
at least 3 weeks since we last talked to you.
So you were asked on the nature of Rotona's death. You were asked how she was killed, why she was killed, for your ends. And you didn't really answer the question, but I was able to determine through your answers and non-answers that Rotona is dead. However, you think you're lying about that.
It's a traumatic experience. Like, when we relive it, it hurts. Okay?
How did Rotona die?
I wasn't there when she died. I know she died, okay? We weren't there, though.
You don't know that she died. Wait. Even curiouser.
I said I know that she died.
No. You said she was dead. That was a true statement. You've just
Yes.
said that you know that she's dead. That statement is not true.
Maybe your little lie
I
detector
think-
thingy is fucked up, is what I'm thinking. Because you keep going one way or the other. It sounds to me like you're the one that's all over the place, because we're telling you the truth. So maybe your little lie detector magic bullshit that you have is fucked up. You ever thought about that? Maybe you're the one that's fucked up.
I think I have the wrong prisoners.
If you just want to torture some people, then just torture some people. That's fine. But don't feed us some bullshit like you know that we're lying when we're telling you the truth. Get fucking on with it. Show us the fucking things and let's go. I'm done talking.
Tyler, I want to do a perception check.
Okay, what are
Does
you
this
trying
guy
to
look
perceive?
Does this guy look like he gets hard from torturing us?
That would be an insight check first off, but I will allow you to make that insight
Well,
check.
if there's a bulge in his hand or in his pants, it would be perception.
Okay, are you rolling for bulge, or do you want to roll if this is what gets his rocks off? Those are two different checks.
Okay, what's higher? Insight.
Okay.
Hopefully not him.
Yeah.
Brandon,
Oh my
I think
God.
That plan is working.
Dudes, I have. It's a nat one. I have a +8 for insight. I have
roll
yet this
physical dice. What are you doing?
Okay,
What?
you know what?
No,
That negates
no,
it.
the nat one is what counts. The nat
No,
one.
no, that's what I'm
running-
saying. Like that one counts, but switch to normal dice. Damn.
Yeah,
So,
dude.
I have
with
yet
a
to-
nat one, Sledge thinks that this is the only way that this man gets his rocks off. And specifically, Sledge, you don't think the rest of the party, you don't think Bobby Joe and Desto have caught this? This man's giving you eyes.
I have that type of magnetism.
I think
All right.
the Thickums in the bar might disagree with you.
You're at the perfect height.
As I was, as I was saying,
that Sledge is in danger.
Torture's
That's the physical torture.
about to get interesting.
no.
Tyler, you're in a precarious spot. I think. Would you rather me keep punching Buck, or would you rather be in that spot?
Wow, I didn't realize we were in Diddy's dungeon.
No. Okay, we're moving on. So,
The physical torture is a bottle of baby oil. That's what he's going to pull out.
the spiritual torture we've already covered. You will never know, or never have full control over your own spirit again.
Get it. Move on, dude. Come on, man.
He will pick up a what's the word I'm looking for? just like a spear. Or
Can
like
I
a
say
cattle
as he's
prod.
picking it up, I'm gonna kind of like start meditating to myself
Sure.
because I know this thing's coming right for me.
You begin meditating. He picks up the cattle prod and zaps you with it, pulsing magic through this rod. And you will
Oof.
take.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Aren't we in an anti-magic prison?
You cannot cast spells. This is a magic item. It is different.
Can I make a roll to see my reaction? Like,
Or actually, you know what? Fair point, AJ. We'll back it up. It is a mechanical proto-electricity device. Either way, cattle
That's
prod
fair.
still goes. What were you asking me, Jimmy? I'm sorry.
I want to make some kind of roll to see if I like have a reaction, like a flench,
Sure.
or if I just like Kobe Bryant this thing.
We'll call
just,
that a
like,
con
it don't
save.
affect me. Okay.
DC 15.
Okay. Oh god. Beats it.
Okay. You are able to steal yourself right as he makes contact. You do take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
And you feel like it does not do a bunch of lethal damage, but you feel your body racked by pain.
So I'm gonna take it and just open my eyes and I'm just gonna stare at him. I'm just gonna give him the death stare.
So,
Not saying anything, just kind of the stare like, okay.
he
I took it.
immediately breaks eye contact with you. He does not care. And the mental torture is I have the ability and will, in one of you, embed a nightmare, bringing your greatest fear to life. And you will see that.
I'll take it.
Hold on, Bobby
Fascinating.
Joe. Let him say the other one.
Didn't he just say that you're the one that falls asleep the most?
Yep. This will be easy.
How will it be easy if you were going to see this nightmare every time you fall asleep?
I don't think you understand the things I have seen in my day-to-day life, sir. Bring it on.
All right. Underestimated yet again. That's fine. That's what got you here in the first place, but perhaps for a moment consider the things that I can make you see, that are beyond your wildest imagination, that reach deeper than your greatest fears.
Okay.
He's gonna make us see that we're actually. He's gonna make us see that we're actually lying, Bobby Joe, when we're really telling the truth.
And finally,
That's
physical. I will leave a scar on your person to the point that it shall never heal, not even through magical means. Or for the burn, I'm going to shave you. So.
You're gonna shave me?
Mm-hmm. And the
That'd be
dwarf would
pretty
be
Oh
shaved
fuck,
too.
guys! I can't take that one.
Wait,
Please.
I can't shave my beard. I'll tell you anything.
Do you know how ugly I'll look if I get shaved? Jesus.
All right, so I'm going to start picking up weapons here.
How is this supposed to
All right, hold
get
on.
answers out of us? I'm so confused.
Apparently, I'm
this
no
supposed to be-
longer in search of answers. Apparently, I am now
Oh.
punishing you for the fact that you were dumb enough to get caught when the people that were worth something to me are elsewhere. And
Well, it appears that way, yeah.
I mean, you didn't have to catch us. You can let us go. We can rectify that.
Well, you probably can't let us go because you'll get in trouble by your mommy. But, you could not fucking torture us for right now. We're trying to help you. We're kind of dicks. I mean, I'll give us that, but we're at least, trying to help.
he's going
I
to
actually
pick
kinda
up
like
a
you.
mace from the table.
Oh, shit.
That's
I'm not even going to have time to meditate. I'm just like, oh, fuck.
And is going to
Oh, look,
say,
it's the
hold
AO umbrella.
on.
That's really big in Syria.
Let's go. All right. Please. That looks bad. It's gonna hurt. The other one I was
It's
able
all
to,
bad.
Yeah, no shit. Okay, so you're letting us pick, right? Which of us gets what?
Yes, and I'm going to continue torturing you while you decide.
Come on, that's a little harsh, right?
This is
Can you at least give
fucking
us?
torture. It's
Well,
supposed to
fuck.
be harsh.
Come on, man? Can you at least give us like a minute without you in here? We can talk about it
All
real
right,
quick.
count to 10.
Is that okay?
10,
No. How did this
9,
go from a minute to
8,
10?
7.
What the fuck,
6, 5.
guys? I don't know what to do.
4.
He's on 4
3,
already.
2.
Shit. I'll
1.
take the spirit.
First, you're gonna get whacked in the head with a mace. You take 4 points of damage.
I'm unconscious.
He will walk over to the other end of the table, grab a handful of small beads, put them in his pocket, leaving one in his fingers as he goes over and gives you a good berry. You are up with 1
What the
hit
fuck
point.
is a good berry?
I'm gonna wake up and just like, well, fuck, man.
Kayla, Goodberry is typically a druid spell that allows you to create 20 berries each day that restore 1 hit point and also act as like a full meal if we're playing like survival rules. But for the purposes of this, it's a small little berry that will give him 1 hit point, or any of y'all 1 hit point should you go unconscious.
All right, what are we taking?
He'll then walk over and grab a hammer, walk over to Sledge, and swing and hit Sledge's shin.
That's pretty low. That hurts.
Yeah, it's
Can I
low,
try to
it's close the
maneuver
ground,
to like not
dwarf.
get hit
No, you are chained.
with no slack?
All right, tell you what, you can do that. He'll roll with disadvantage. To hit. What is your AC with no armor whatsoever?
What's it normally? Isn't it 10?
I believe base is 10.
And then with the magics, like tattoo, would that get negated in this room?
The magic what?
Tattoo?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Forgot about the tattoos.
I did forget about the tattoos. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say that's not negated.
Ew, so I believe that's 11.
I forgot about the tattoos till you just said that.
All right.
Yeah.
With a 12 on the dice, he still hits you,
Damn it.
and you will take 2 points of damage to your shin.
Ow.
Things.
That was inconvenient.
All right. Let's talk this out while we're getting the shit beat out of us. Bobby Joe, I don't think you should take the nightmare thing. It's going to be really, really bad.
He's gonna
It
take
sounds
a dagger
bad.
from the table,
Oh fuck, he has a knife.
and is
Texted
going
you.
to slice across Kayla's cheek, or Bobby
Can I try
Joe's
to
cheek.
pull-
Excuse me.
Can I try to pull the chains at all?
You can attempt to pull the chains. I believe we went over this last time, but what are you looking to do?
Like the actual like manacles that are on your
That
wrist?
tracks.
Is there any like give with them? Is there any way you can just pull them off?
There is a slight amount of slack. It doesn't feel like there's. It's tough for me to answer. Like, do you feel like you could pull them off? I don't know. They feel well made. They feel sturdy.
All right. I mean, can I get a hand on one or no? Like,
You
I don't know,
cannot
are we like
wrap
this?
a hand around it. No, it is like
No.
it's kind of like when a seatbelt locks in place in a car where you're like, I've got a little bit of give here, but it's not really going to let me do what I want to do.
All right. Then I guess I'll just go into a state, not a state, but like I'll start muttering some prayers to God, I guess.
Okay.
I'd be like, God, like it'd be dope if kind of in between an anvil and a hammer here, if you could possibly give me some insight or help or guidance, that'd be swell.
Sure.
Maybe some sort of crazy divine thing.
Go ahead and roll a religion check.
I'm gonna physically roll just for
Just for shits and giggles.
rent. Yeah. Disadvantage or straight?
Straight.
Yay. I'm not gonna look at it. What's my weirdly not good. 18.
Okay. Nothing seems to happen.
No.
Lacanum walks over to Desto and slices upward at your Kenku wing.
Do I take damage?
Take 3 points of damage.
I'm
Oh
unconscious.
yeah, do I
again.
take damage too?
Yes, I believe you take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
And he will feed you another good berry, Desto.
After he feeds me and I wake, I'm just like, oh, this is getting old already. All right, Sledge. All right, Bobby Joe, you're taking the nightmare. Sledge. One of us is getting shaved, okay? What do we want to do?
I don't want to be shaved.
I don't want to be shaved either, dude. I have a lot more hair to shave than you.
You don't have any hair, you have feathers.
He said he's
Yeah,
going to
feathers.
shave all my feathers.
Don't you normally molt anyway?
Not like that.
I'll eat the meat. I volunteer.
I'd look hot bald.
Oh my god.
I'm probably the worst person ever to torture, to be honest.
I don't know that Lacarum's loving torturing either, like any of you at this point.
He's torturing
Couldn't you
himself.
just like fucking do something else than shave all my feathers off? That's fucked up.
Yeah, I'll take the scar. I just don't want to be shaved.
Have y'all ever
reasonable
been
here.
tortured before?
Yes, I've
No.
been
Over the
tortured many
table, I just
times, dude.
you realize this is supposed to be shit they hate, and you all hate it. He's doing his job well.
We're not
I've
gonna
been
give him the
tortured many
satisfaction.
times before, okay?
All right, and what did they do when they tortured you?
They didn't shave all my fucking feathers off, and they were pirates, okay?
Did you
Like
learn
way
your
lower
lesson?
people than you. Yes.
So if I were to
Granted,
go
they
ask
didn't
those
really
pirates,
have a reason. I was just a prisoner.
so if I were to go ask those pirates right now whether or not it was effective.
Oh, you should go do that.
All right, where
You
would
should
I find
actually
them?
probably go. That's a great question. I don't really have an answer.
So
Wait,
you don't
is it
know
kind
where
of
they
quick?
are?
And
Wait, Karen, is he lying?
I really don't know. They
Um,
travel. Okay.
So this is where I, as the DM, will remind you that you, as a party, faced off with these pirates
Yes.
way back on the first continent in the forest of Acania.
We killed Chomp and his boys.
All
Chomp.
of them are dead.
Oh, so they're in the 9 hells.
But weren't they like kind of? Bear with me here. Weren't they kind of undead anyway?
Wait,
I
yeah,
thought-
isn't no one became a revenant. Chomp became a revenant
The
or something,
captain
right?
became a revenant,
Yes.
and then you killed him again, and he has not come back.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay. Well, all right. So I mean, technically we killed him, but
So it wasn't effective,
one of them
is
was-
what you're saying.
kind of like a dead guy. It was effective. I got revenge later on. That's different. Okay. At the time, it was very effective. I, continued being a prisoner and doing what they wanted, manual hard labor.
He's gonna cross his arms like I am currently.
But come on,
All right,
my feathers
so-
is all I have, dude.
So what is your suggestion for how I
please.
can torture you to the event that you will fall in line?
Beat
that
the
you-
shit out of me, dude. Fucking do whatever else you want. I
No.
don't care. Cut my
No.
hand off.
That's not true. You would still
Beat
come
me
I
all
only
back.
need one hand.
You're lying to me.
You want me to let you in on a little secret? I'm gonna come back regardless.
There you go. So why the fuck shouldn't
You
I
think
shave
I'm
you
gonna
anyway?
forget this? If you shave me, believe me. Wait, why am I making threats right now? This isn't gonna end well. Fuck! Fuck you! Fuck you, dude. And fuck you, Sledge. Actually, I'm more mad at him than you.
I'm not saying I want to see you get shaved. I just want you to get shaved before I do.
We need a fair way to decide this. Can you let like one of our hands loose each and we'll play a game of rock, paper, scissors real quick? Come on, man.
How about I
Be
roll a
reasonable here.
dice?
No, that's stupid. Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah,
is like,
you should roll a
that's-
dice.
No, rock, paper, scissors is like what the gods use to determine stuff. Trust me, I'm a cleric. I know.
Wait, do you just have a dice in here?
Actually, it's called Boulder Parchment Shears. Duh.
Who said
No,
that?
no, hold on. Do you have a just a random dice in here? Like a dice set
Yes.
on hand?
Mhm.
Why? That's weird. What do you use the
Nice.
dice for in torture? This happens a lot, huh? People can't decide and you roll dice for them?
Sometimes chance adds a little bit of dramatics to
Wait,
Oh
The
my
proceedings?
gosh.
wait. Is there a chance that you just let us go? That would be the ultimate game of chance.
What if you roll like a 1? You let us go. Can we
Yeah,
have that in there?
that'd be pretty cool.
no.
That's a joke. I'm not expecting you to do that.
Wow.
I'm trying to lighten the mood. I'm nervous, okay?
All right. Tell you what. One of you will pick odds, the other will have evens. We'll roll for it and see which one of you gets shaved. And then, if by some miracle that you get out, there's a secondary torture of you having to figure out this conflict. Coming to grips with the fact that neither of you were willing to lay down in service of the other.
Oh, that's not going to bother me. Is
That
gonna
doesn't bother
you?
either
Is that
of
gonna
us.
bother you? Okay, yeah.
We're the last ones in the party to lay down in the service of the other one. Okay?
All right, well, fair enough.
Wait,
we
is
both
that-
have we
wait,
both are okay with that.
is
We
that
have kind
so-
of we have a good relationship, okay?
Maybe that's the torture. Ah, we learned our lesson.
I'm going to count to 3.
Hey.
One of you is going to pick odds, the
Hey.
other is going to get evens.
Hey,
1,
Sledge, whatever happens, I still love you.
2,
I hate you. I never liked you.
3.
I picked the cocked. It's gonna be cocked.
The bird
Thinking
gets
outside the
odds.
box.
The dwarf gets evens. We're going to take
I
a
said
5-minute
cock.
break and then roll for this.
No, do that. Do it now.
You guys are the absolute worst torturees in the history of torturing.
That's what I'm trying to do.
I'll be right back.
Drag
I
this
feel
out
like we're
a little
doing a great job, honestly.
I don't
We're
know
trying
what
to buy
do.
time, Kayla.
Yeah, we are trying to. We're trying to buy time for Seymour to come save us.
He needs
For all
help.
we know, Seymour is like down the hall, sneaking up.
We'll
We
see.
have no idea that he has left us.
I am changelinged into the room. I am this guy just torturing you for my own amusement.
I'm not gonna lie,
no.
that would be the best twist in the story. If you were
'Cause-
just like, I'm just kidding, I'm fucking with you guys.
Listen,
If I worked that out with Tyler ahead of time to pretend to be this
Dude,
guy and do
That
this,
would be amazing.
that would be a 10 out of 10 maneuver, but I just thought of it now and I'm sad.
Dude, I would seriously like I don't think I'd ever stop talking about that. That would be
Listen.
probably my favorite moment in D&D.
if Seymour did that,
That would
you
be better than
have
me
to
being
just
like-
keep-
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, AJ.
I was gonna say, if that was you though, you wouldn't like. He's letting us talk. You wouldn't be able to not.
No,
us a
you'd
10-minute
get
speech.
too upset.
Oh, I would. I would have like shoved your mouth with like coal and then just started doing other things. Like, you guys don't get a chance to talk anymore.
No,
Lost that
tr-
opportunity.
trust me, this is a bad.
And then I would go on my rant as I know you guys aren't able to talk.
Yeah,
He'd be
there's
like
way
the
more
guy in
effective.
South Park. He'd be like the guy in that South Park
Oh,
episode
Jesus
where they're like
Christ.
robbing the village. I am the fucking bad man.
Yeah.
This would still be a 10 out of 10 better scene than me turning out to be the BBEG, is me
Yeah.
somehow being the torture guy.
Dude, that would be peak, man. Peak.
It's
Dude,
the magic. It's
I
a
will
magic
say,
thing. It would be
So
hilarious.
funny, dude. The guy goes, "Oh, neither you're gonna willing to lay down in service of the other one." Yeah, no, we're not about that. Neither of us would do that for the
And
other person.
none of us are actually truly
Like,
about that.
Yeah, if it was
we all
Bobby
have the
Joe, I
vibrato.
would 100%. But him, no.
No, you picked the wrong guy. I totally
We
don't
both
want to
are
be shaved.
perfectly like, yeah, fuck
I
you.
absolutely want him to be shaved.
I think it's hilarious that like all three of you have these lofty goals of like saving the world and like freeing all these people, but not a single one of you willing to like, oh, I'll just shave my feathers or shave my beard for a pride. Like, I'm better than this.
What's even funnier is it's an imaginary beard on my imaginary character, and I refuse to shave said beard.
I hope you do have to shave.
Yeah,
your beard.
but my feathers and his beard are such a big part of our character.
Which
It's
is
important.
why I don't know if you guys saw the chat I said in
Yeah,
the group chat. I was like, just shave all of them. Just shave all three of them. Make that separate. Just, hey, we do this out of standard procedure. Shave all the hair off any of your bodies, and then we torture you.
If it
I'm
was
telling you
real
right
torture,
now,
if
if
it
my
was real,
feathers get shaved off, he might as well just kill me.
if it was real torture, he would have separated us and been like, the other one gets to choose, and been like, hey, just so you know, Desto, he totally said, fuck you, you're getting shaved. And then vice versa. He
Yeah.
totally said you're getting shaved, and then shave both of us like Taz.
I like that all three of us are together, though. It's hilarious.
It is. It's awesome.
It's
All right.
it's a
I'm ready, dude. Let's
All
great,
right.
and terrible
do this.
dynamic. I gotta get a
Ty-
fresh beer for
Tyler.
this still.
Tyler, if this dice gets cocked, you are letting us go.
No,
If it's a cocked dice, you're letting us go.
you can't.
That's not how this
dictate
works.
anything
That's
to
not
me
how
right
that
now.
works.
You're
I
not
can't hear you.
DM.
I'm
Took
just
the
assuming
headphones
you
off.
said
You can't
yes.
hear you. That's not how this works.
Oh my gosh, dude. I will say, for my character being in a very bad position, I'm justifiably in a position I'd rather not be in. I'm having a great time.
Okay.
It is pretty.
While we're waiting on the two of them to get back, I am going to have you guys do something. They will participate in this as well, but before we jump back in, could each of you roll me a d20? Just flat, don't add anything to it, and let me know what you got.
You want me to say it out loud?
Yeah.
16.
Okay.
13.
Am I
Well,
participating?
you're a part of this, yeah.
Oh. 1.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
Somebody's got to do it. Might as well be me.
I am paying attention, by the way. I'm just also doing my nails at the same time.
You are totally fine, Kayla.
I love how there's all this like crazy torture going on, and we're like, no, we're gonna talk shit because it's not really happening to us in real life. But as soon as we're shaving, you're getting shaved. Like, oh,
AJ's like, nope,
Oh.
absolutely not.
oh
no.
God, I'll tell you everything. I didn't
All
even
right.
like these guys.
That's hilarious. All right, so I asked this of the three of them while y'all were both getting beers. Can both of you also roll me a d20? Don't add anything to it, but just roll a d20 and let me know what you get.
Publicly or privately?
You tell me what the number is.
Wait, who is it? Who's doing it?
Everybody.
You and Taz are right now.
Oh.
Everybody has, like, the other three have done it already.
Oh.
No
You message-
adding,
you
no
want us to message
nothing.
you?
Just publicly over the table.
Yep.
Yep.
1.
Okay.
Wow. All right. 15.
Okay. Cool.
I also rolled a 1, so we'll see.
Yeah, so
Oh,
we got a 1,
shit,
a 1,
really?
a 15, a 16, and a 13, I believe were the numbers.
Oh no.
That's got to be like a 9 average at best.
So
Whatever. Maybe it's not an average.
we're going to continue. Sounds like the punishments have been locked in.
Shave those fucks.
Desto.
Oh, that's right. We're going to roll for that first. Okay, so I am going to turn my camera towards my dice box in a second, and then you will see the roll, remembering that odds are Desto and evens are Sledge.
No.
You're lifting up the camera, bringing it to the dice box.
Before he goes to roll it, I'm going to be like,
Flip
hey,
that coin.
so just so we're clear, if it lands on odds, I'm getting shaved or I'm not getting shaved.
Well, I suppose in this context, odds would mean you're not getting shaved.
No.
Okay.
I thought it was. Okay.
Just wanted to clear that up.
Yeah. All right. Whatever. Oh, it's shaking. I don't like that. All right. We're going to put this back for a second. I'm going to roll, and then you're just going to...
We can just believe you.
I feel like this adds to the... There's too much shit.
Oh, we should have done the finger thing. No, I was going to say we should... I'm talking to Desto. Desto, we should do the finger thing where we have to... You pick odds or evens, and then we each have a finger, and we have to figure our hand. Yeah. Whoa, that one's always the worst.
All right. The dice has been rolled.
Oh, no.
So we determine...
Getting shaved.
Odds mean Desto is not getting shaved. Evens mean Sledge is not getting shaved. Is that correct?
Ooh. Wait. Or is the number of the choice? Maybe the number is the choice. I get to choose.
Oh my god.
Sure. So, odd, Desto gets to choose who gets shaved. Even, Sledge gets to choose who gets shaved. All right.
Nice. Now we're torturing.
I don't like
I like
that.
it.
We ready?
I like it. Yeah.
Here we go. I'm not touching the dice. This is the result I rolled.
Oh, no.
I can't see it.
Shave Desto.
That is an 18.
Oh my fucking god.
Shave him. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. I appreciate you.
Nobody
All right.
chose me.
So.
Oh, wait. Can we... Oh, God. Never mind.
Too late.
Nope. We
Friendship
have
ruined.
one more choice to make, which is who would like to go first? Who would like to go second? Who would like to go
Sledge,
third?
you remember back when I said I love you? I'm just kidding. I fucking hate you. I'm going to beat the fuck out of you and get out of here. If I survive this, I'm going to murder you first.
He's
fair.
gonna shave your beard in your sleep.
I absolutely respect that decision, and I would.
I'm gonna tell him like, hey, you shave me, I'm gonna kill you. I don't care when it's gonna happen. It might be years from now. I will kill you. You better fucking kill me. I'm gonna tell you right now. You better kill me, dude.
I'll go first. Don't worry. I'll go first.
Okay.
Is there anything we see that we can do? There's got to be some sort of like.
No, bitch, we're tied up.
Shut.
We already
up.
played this game.
Yeah, we've already addressed
did
this.
that.
We're going to keep moving. But we are going to take a second and cut from this scene to check back in with the other half of the party. You guys have had your moment. You've had it out. We're playing with two different timelines because I imagine this... Well, actually, no, it's about... Anyway.
We're probably like 30 minutes behind what's happening in their timeline. Is that fair to say?
I actually think you guys are
ahead.
Yeah,
I just picture like the travel time from me to like get out of the castle from like when some things happened.
Or again, you could wave your hand and just say this has happened concurrently.
We're probably.
This is your world. We're just living in it.
Yeah, whatever. Just carry on. Fuck the timeline for right now. We'll figure it out when we need to. So you guys you've reached an uneasy truce. It seems like a lot of things were said, and I don't know if any opinions were swayed, but for now there's a tentative agreement to continue working together. You all were left. Am I misstating that, Brent?
No, I mean we're
Okay.
Buck's cool.
Okay.
Like
cool's a strong word. Cool's a strong word there, but
well, no, he's hot, but
So, cookies
we're
are passed
at-
around. You guys are snacking on sweet treats and fruit, and Zane is certainly antsy, as he's like, "All right, so what's the plan?"
All right.
Um,
Oh my god.
I like reach into my bag and I find like something in my bag that's worth her playing with, and I'm like, "Oh, hey, Maori, here's like a whistle stick and like
Wait, hold on. Mayori, how old are you again?
I believe canonically 1,200 years old.
All right.
yes."
She is a whole ass adult person.
Oh, more than a whole ass adult. She's like 6 whole ass adults.
Right.
But she
She is
continues to act like a child.
400 times my age.
Excuse me.
But you have yet to call her out on it, so you've continued to treat her like a child, like everybody else in the world does. This is over the table, I assume, right now, right? We're talking.
No,
we're
this, right
talking.
now, this is over the table.
Is it?
No, this is
Oh,
over the table right now.
Okay.
I thought this was over the table. That's why I was like, hey, like,
No, she's a whole ass adult person. I just
But
wanted
we-
to make sure.
yes. Which is why I'm continuing to treat her the way I'm like, oh, hey, Mary, here's like this and that. Like, give us a minute. We have to talk something out, and then I'll fill you in. Is that fair?
Okay. Yeah.
So I like.
What do you hand her?
I gave her like a whistle stick and
Hate
like
the name.
so she can like play some tunes.
No, I hand her the pipes of haunting.
Oh my god, no.
Okay.
No, I do not want to get I do not want to get
because
accidentally
all the charges have been
charmed.
used today. So it's just it's a pan flute.
Okay. Carry on.
It can't accidentally do it. Like there's charges and then there's also what it can do naturally, right?
Well, no. You have to use a charge to make it like scary.
But you can also charm people with
Those
it
things
without
have been
using-
handed to Mayuri. Continue.
Oh my god, I hate this so much. So I like lean closer and I'm like, all right, here's the scenario, guys. This is what I know, and we will make our decisions based off of this. All 3 of them are alive. They were dragged down to the dungeon in this giant anti-magic chamber that I could not get through without obviously having myself killed. And at this point, me being alive is more important than me being dead when it comes to relaying information, which is why I'm here. And
That you dragon.
Buck, you just told me 20 seconds ago you were worth dying for stand on your principles. Don't pretend like now I'm right all of
Oh
a
my
sudden.
god! I tried having this conversation with him.
Zane growls. I'm waiting for something to be different than what you said. As of right now, Seymour has not shared anything that changes my opinion.
So, Zane, you understand that the way Avalaria is going to rule the world and be the queen of this continent is if she kills her little sister, right?
Sure.
The magic spell that gives her absolute deityism in this land is if the little girl behind us is dead. We have leverage and a bargaining chip.
Mayuri
That is
looks
not-
up from her like whistle stick toy and she's like, I know this was an over the table conversation like 2 minutes ago, but I am a full ass adult.
That was
Tyler,
an over
take
the
a
table
20 second
comment,
ban.
right? That was over the table comment, right? Not under, right? It's not on the table here. Like, I say this way, like, the plan was originally for us to ally ourselves with Avalaria a long time ago. Because the option was between a queen that understood ruling a kingdom, a princess that was trying to pick a fight anywhere with anybody just to be a war hero. And I just glance back very heartily towards Mayuri and back. And her. I was trying to ally ourselves with the person who was going to run a kingdom that we could safely live in. That failed. But to have this person in power, we have a bargaining chip against her. She needs this person dead. We can get her to safety. We really can. Which thwarts the plan and allows us a bargaining chip to save the other 3. Because if they kill the other 3, a story goes out, protective guards go up, and nations battle over a bastard queen who has no right to run this place. In an elven culture, that's a big issue. There's thousands of years of history on the line with this, where they will go, if you're the bastard daughter, we will not follow you. They are prideful and respectful to traditions to a fault. Are you on the same page with me now?
So are we going to save her or are we not?
All right, Zane. Look, that was lots of words, and that was all.
At the end of the day, I don't care if the girl behind me is dead or alive.
Whoa.
But I can use her as a bargaining chip to get the people I want alive back to me.
All right, Zane. From practical perspective, do you have plan to deal with dragon controlling orb that Queen has? What are you going to do? Do you have some sort of innate abilities that prevent you from being mind controlled that we don't know about?
I don't know.
All right. So then you figure it out. You tell me your plan right now, and then we'll let you go. If this plan is sound and sane and it makes a lot of sense. If not, we can fucking wait until morning, until we've had a sleep,
Buck.
and we can have a conversation about this. No.
Buck.
Not Buck me. No. Zane, what the fuck? He just punched me in the face for not thinking things out. I will punch you in the face for not thinking things out. That is stupid.
So if I heard
What are you going to do about dragon controlling orb?
If I heard you correctly earlier, you said that you could not promise that you wouldn't act when your principles were called into question. But this is a situation where you're choosing not to act. So that means...
It's not acting. It's not acting.
Sure
I'm
fucking
acting
sounds like it.
in the morning. It is acting in the morning.
You're gonna cut from this scene.
God damn it! I actually punched Zane in the face.
No!
Not actually. God. Next scene, next go round, if things haven't changed, I'm punching him in the face.
We go back to the prisoners. Who had elected to go first? I need a reminder. Sledge had, that's
I
right.
think Sledge did.
Okay. Sledge. Karam approaches you. This time, now with the meat back in his hand. Can everybody roll me a d20 again?
Oh my god.
No modifiers.
Only prisoners or everybody?
Everybody. All
got an
5
8.
players at the table.
You got a map.
Well, I pulled a buck and I got a 1.
Okay.
You pulled a Buck and a Seymour, because last turn I also got a
Seymour
1.
got 1 too.
I got a 4.
Okay.
Jesus, we suck.
You do suck right now. Okay. What'd you get?
I don't think he's talking to you, Tyler. He refuses to talk to you.
Apparently
What?
not. Roll a d20 again, buddy.
D20, no mods, baby. D20,
19.
no mods. Ooh.
You're shitting me.
No!
Okay.
19. What does this mean?
Yeah.
Jimmy, what did you get?
I was the first person to say so.
You said 8?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Oh, shit. Ooh.
Yeah, not good.
All right. So,
I want to know why Tyler did that face and comment. Tell us, Tyler.
Well, it'll come up in a second. The Sledge, he approaches with the piece of meat in his hand, the dragon flesh, as we now know it. He's also grabbed a small board off of the table.
Ooh.
All right. Are you going to open up on your own?
Yeah, I said I would eat it.
All right, open your mouth. He is going to wedge the board in your mouth, preventing you from closing it before he is able to do anything. Once it is in there, he's going to put the piece of dragon flesh on the board. He is going to reach down to his hip, pull out a knife, and with the blunt end or the back side of the knife, slide it into your mouth.
I could have just ate it on my own.
Forgive me for not trusting you.
Because you're lying already.
Okay, do you want to swallow it, or do you want to keep talking with your mouth full?
I like to chew it.
Pause.
You'll figure it out. It's a small enough piece. One go.
Can I, because I know I'm shackled and everything like that, but my head is not.
Oh my fucking god.
Uh-huh.
Can I give him a little hot tua?
There's a board in your mouth, so if you can explain the physics of how you were able to spit in his face with a board in your mouth, I will allow it. But
Well, I was gonna be like, so there's no way to huck the piece of wood. I honestly was just gonna chew it. I don't know why I didn't just ask.
It doesn't sound like you were. So.
I was now. I don't want to because you shoved a piece of wood, and he already was giving me looks earlier. So now I'm not sure if this is dragging me.
I don't want to.
In my. I will absolutely swallow it without doing it. I will say I was going to chew it up and actually try to enjoy the taste.
Okay. You
It's actually hard to
swallow the dragon flesh. Its effect is not immediately apparent, but based on what he has said, it sounds as though your body will begin to experience some changes, and your spirit will be under attack. This is something that you are going to have to control to the best of your ability.
Is the wood
And
out
you
of
don't
my
know how to
mouth now?
control it. Once he sees that you have swallowed, yes, he will pull the piece of wood out of your mouth.
There's splinters. That's terrible. All you had to do was ask. Don't you have that stupid ass ability to see if I was lying or not? But no, you had to be rude. Douchebag.
Sometimes I don't
I hope
care.
that meat makes you lose your hair. Just saying.
I saw him
As
giving me
this
looks
happens,
earlier.
we will cut back to the other two.
Oh my goodness.
So, what is it, Buck? The mom's an okay one to leave for right now, but swinging on a princess in a crowded ballroom, that's one that had to be done in the moment?
I'm done arguing. I don't know what else to tell you. Again, tell me what your plan is for Dragon Orb.
I'm going in. That's all the plan I need.
Fucking go. Seymour, unless you can convince him, fucking go, because that is what you're just dead set on doing. I'm sorry that I am a walking contradiction, and I'm trying to keep you safe, and also, quite frankly, I'm trying to keep them safe, because, like, oh shit, like, somebody's coming to get them, like, their usefulness is gone, like, I don't know. I am running on fumes, and I have been woken up from trying to go to sleep so that I can go and attack this fucking castle by myself. But you know what? Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I don't have all the answers for you. I'm sorry that I am a shitty friend and a shitty uncle, and I can't go save your mom. I fucking love her, and I love those stupid idiots that she's locked in there with. But I fucking failed, and so if I can have fucking 6 hours of sleep, I will go charge with you and go die like a hero. God damn it. And Buck rolls over and will angrily go to sleep.
You roll over. Zane, in a huff, spins around.
Zane?
What's that?
I was just at Zane. I was trying to catch his attention,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I will still let him go do what he needs to do. I still want to try to talk to him.
You attempt to call out his name. It does not seem that he's paying attention. He and Buck have been going at it. You're kind of gathering this is not the first or maybe even the second argument. And
I realized that when I said earlier when I was upset at Buck, but I said it to Zane in that way, rung to Zane because of transgressions.
And I am sure we are all familiar with the situation where we pick a fight, we think we're cool, but we say the exact same thing, and all of a sudden we're in the exact same fight. And now it's even a little deeper because, fuck, I thought we handled it.
You just did it again.
Yeah.
You just did it again.
So, Zane is upset. Buck is upset. As Zane begins to walk away in order to fly to the city, and Buck rolls over, trying to get some sleep, he is unable to find peace. You feel your body just tense with the events of the day. You feel unsettled by the fight that you just had again with Zane, someone that you do care about it. Even though you see him as a dog, he is still something that is of value.
I actually see him as a dog, Tyler.
That's my son.
Wait a second. You're not unsettled just because of that.
Oh dear.
You're also physically unsettled. You feel the ground underneath you shaking, rumbling. You hear something underneath you pushing its way through the earth. And
Raven Queen, take me.
Gets more and more violent and more jarring until it feels as though there is a miniature earthquake happening beneath you.
Zane! I think we have another thing to deal with.
At this, Zane has also wheeled around trying to figure out what is going on. You feel an epicenter of this shaking at the middle of a circle that is formed by the three of you. 4 of you if we include Mayuri.
It's close proximity.
Close proximity.
Fuck.
You all step back
there goes
bit,
my plan.
and out from the ground pops a metal arm that pushes its way through the soil and lands on the earth in front of Buck. Another arm pops out, lands in front of Seymour. A drill comes through the surface as the form of this robotic thing pops out.
If this is a goddamn Grim Frost relative, I'm gonna be pissed.
The drill ceases to spin and goes back into this construct. A hatch opens up. And a head pokes out, looks around. Well, this certainly isn't where my home is.
Fuck fucking kidding me?
God damn it.
Are you shitting me right now?
Do I see a dwarven head?
You do see a
Is there
dwarven head.
is there a faint smell of fucking pie on this woman?
There is, in fact, a faint smell of pie as the dean, newly appointed dean, and perhaps newly resigned dean of New Spectria Tech, has popped out of the ground in a metal construct.
God.
Why couldn't it be in the prison?
You
Because
didn't roll high enough.
I know.
Boy. Auntie, you still up there?
Oh, is that one of Sledge's friends?
two, actually.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
three,
very-
sorry.
Very nice to see you again.
I don't know if you've met him. Zane?
I don't believe
This
so.
is-
That's a fucking dragon.
It is.
The,
It is, but
and
time
that is the
out.
least
It's a
strange thing
dragon. A
that
dragon
happened
is at
this
least
week.
heard of in history. What the is this thing that you're in?
Well, thank you so much for asking. This is a prototype of something I've been working on for quite a while. It is an
Tell me
underground
more.
burrowing robot that allows, well, mainly I intended it for mining, but it serves multiple purposes, apparently.
Underground burrowing robot, right?
That's right.
You call it Uber for short?
I think
No,
mole fits better.
but that is a good abbreviation for it, isn't it?
It gets you where you need to go, but just underground, right? Well, all
Does
right.
it have rideshare capabilities?
If you have 2 minutes for me to tell you what is going on here, I'm sure you'd love a few updates.
Sure.
I will forever call this thing the fucking Uber. That's genius.
It just came to me. It just came. I was like, Ubi R? I'm like, okay.
No.
You don't have a bed in there, do you?
And I
You
very
yeah.
scrambly. I very scrambly explained. We came back to town from another thing. We found the city in chaos from demons. They were looking for her, but Sledge is being affected by it because he smells like her, but it's not her. And we now have 3 party members captured. We stole the other princess. As I explained to her, I'm like, the princess's only way to gain power is by killing her other sisters. One of them is dead, one is not. I do not explain my involvement with it, though. And then just go to explain that we took her to save her life because we are afraid for the kingdom, and this is the scenario we're in. And I look very sternly, as I explain my scenario, at Buck and Zane to go, you're either going to fucking listen and go along with this, or we're going to have a problem. And it takes a skill check of 2 for them to understand exactly what these glaring eyes mean.
Alright, Zane.
Like, there is no shortage of me, like, shooting daggers at them. I'm like, this is the story, stick to it. This is our chance.
He scares me a little bit more than the castle. Can we maybe hear him out for a second? And if not, I will fucking go with you.
Zane is in pure shock and awe of whatever this thing is that has just popped out of the ground and is, like, investigating it.
I'll whisper it around. Now he fucking listens.
I picture this as like when I bring groceries in and my cats just like steadily sniff it, like, what the fuck is this? Like, that's what Zane's like, okay, hold on, you guys are talking and I don't care. I'm just like slowly like, what? What is this? Hold on. I gotta sniff it, I gotta claw at it, I gotta check it out. Like, what is this machine?
Mm-hmm. So you explain everything to her, and she's like, so they're underneath the castle then?
Yes, directly underneath, and I like kind of explain a rough blueprint of the castle. Be like, it should be, arbitrarily saying, southwest side. I have followed the castle down. I know where it's at. Like, I know where the dungeon was. Should be roughly about here. Is there anything we can do to get them out of there? It is magic free, but this
Alright.
does not look magic.
So, pointing to the dragon, do you know where a new Spectre tech is? Nope. What is that? Alright, so you're gonna she explains kind of what the building looks like or the campus looks like. You're gonna fly to this. Overhead it's gonna look like, an enclosed campus with multiple buildings. You'll notice one with like a large copper dome. Fly there. 2 of you. 3 of you. That'd be very tight. Yep, we'll make it work. I can pull that out. 3 of you pile in.
What if we send her with Zane?
That works better. That will mean I don't have to get rid of the temperature control.
I picture Maori like still like playing with the bagpipes as she's watching this thing. I'm like, Maori, you want to ride a dragon?
Yeah, sure.
Zane,
All right.
do
Hold
you
on
consent
tight
to
and
carrying this elven princess on your back to New Spectre attack so that we can save your mother?
Yes.
keep her alive at all costs. Make it there.
Please.
Lay low, please.
Mayuri
Please.
excitedly hops up on Zane. Zane takes off. All right, lads, pile in.
Okay.
Without question, pile in, as I trust this dwarven auntie.
Buck gets as small as he
Oh
can.
yeah, because you can jump down a whole size smaller. It's two
Like,
medium and a small creatures
just fucking,
shoved in a
mush it.
three-seater. This is the front of the bench seat pickup truck, and Buck is now
Buck is fucking in the middle. If you've
legs
ever
apart so the stick shift can still.
encountered a child that is just so tired, but like they can't go to sleep yet, and there's just a faint just trying not to cry, like that's what's happening with Buck right now. Is he's just like piled in and just as tight as he can go, bleeding all over
This robot will burrow underneath the city of New Spectria, worming its way towards New Spectria Tech. I just queued up the triumphant music, but we are going to pause it for a second as we go back
No, it was so good.
to the prisoners. Wait, the hell? Is it not letting me pause? The
No,
hell?
it's too epic. Too fucking epic.
I
You can't.
guess so, hold on. Let's try this one more time. There we go. That'll work. As we cut back to the prisoners. All right. Which one's next?
Wait, shouldn't we wait and see until something happens?
No, it's a slow working process, but if you want something to happen, he will pick up a giant wooden paddle and just smack you square across the stomach.
Ooh. Ouch. Thank God you have a lot of padding.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure something happened with that. Maybe you should do it again. See if it worked to him. Not to me, to him. Please.
Fist.
You think I should do it? He swats another time.
I flex my abs.
Think I should do it another time?
Yeah. Did you feel that, Sledge?
Not
more
really.
for good measure.
All right, maybe one more. Yeah.
It's wooden.
You will take 12 points of damage.
I am unconscious. Wait.
You see, like, I'm
He hits
laughing,
me hard in
but
the
I'm
gut. Do
also-
I? Is there a way to regurgitate the meat? Because he hit me in the gut. He hit me in the gut. I feel like it's a fair question.
Sure. Assuming you're attempting to regurgitate the meat, roll a con save.
Yay. Wait, do I want to roll high or low on this?
You want to roll... yeah, that's a good point. You want to roll low.
Oh no. What a dick. The one, oh my god. 2 like a 24.
24. Okay. Yeah, no. Nothing happens. He feeds you a good berry. All right, who's next?
When he hits
Me,
it
I
the third
guess.
time, I laugh, but it's like a nervous laugh because I'm really scared as fuck right now because I don't want to get shaved.
All right. You said you're next, young woman.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Can I just pass out?
I mean, you can, but I'll wake you up again. That's how this is.
No, I mean, well, because I'm narcoleptic. I thought he wanted me to be asleep.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
You'll kind of allow your body to let the narco attack take you as you fall into a slumber. He will approach and he'll first walk over to a table and grab a ring and put it on.
A ring, you said?
Mm-hmm. Then he will walk back to you, put his hand on your shoulder, and under his breath, recite a spell. Bobby Joe, you are asleep, and yet you feel yourself wake up not in this room, but in the banquet hall that you just left. You are back in the battle that you just fought. You are on the ground. You are bleeding out. You feel as though you have been hit by, this means nothing to Bobby Joe, but means everything to Kayla. You feel like you've been hit by 6 semi-trucks. Subsequent, like just over and over and over. You're looking around, you see your friends all in equally dire straits. All of them deeply wounded. You see Buck cut in half from the waist down. You see Seymour in a spell that is holding his person and is forcing himself to retain his changeling form as he takes lightning damage over and over. You see Sledge underneath his armor, despite his resistance to fire, being combusted from the inside as lava leaks from his eyelids. You look to Desto, who is on the
Is he
ground.
bald?
He is not bald. This is not Desto's nightmare. This is your nightmare. Desto is on the ground, holding his head as he screams in agony. You, in the way that dreams sometimes just give you a sense without knowing what's going on, you know what's going on. You can see that he is blaming himself for everything that has happened here. And finally, you see Zane, who was not in this original battle, but has had numerous ropes thrown over him, is being prodded and flogged as he is pulled down to earth and being dragged away to a place that, while you don't know where it is, again, in that dream way, you know that it's a bad place. And that if Zane were to go there, he would never leave as Zane again.
Burn the world.
You wake up. You are out of your narco attack. You see Lacarum stepping back from you. I imagine you've just seen a horrifying vision of something very recently that's happened to you, probably the ballroom. Because that was recent, that was the first thing that came to mind, but your mind will continue to delve deeper and deeper into every moment that has ever mattered to you. Find the worst and most heartbreaking outcome to you, and force you to relive that over and over.
DM.
Yeah.
Does he know what the dream is? Or does he just have like a general idea?
It seems as though he has like a general idea. This is not the first time that he's administered this. So he's got like a guess, but he does not know in exact detail what you just saw.
Okay. Well, that changes what I was going to say then.
God, why is it so much worse that I didn't get brutally murdered or tortured in that scene, but I'm just living with it? Why is that so much worse?
Oof.
That changes what I was going to say. How do I say this now? I guess I'll just be a sassy bitch still and be like, bring it on.
Fair enough. And then he will bring his leg up and kick you in the stomach.
Do I take damage?
You do.
Fuck.
Take 3
I'm gonna
points of
pass
damage.
out. Yeah, I only have 2 points.
And he will give you a good berry and wake you up.
How
We're
many
gonna cut.
good berries does he have left?
I believe he's used 5, so he's got at least 15 more.
I guess we can.
We got time.
War of attrition. No, war of attrition here. We can make him so he's out of berries.
Outlast the good berries.
Incredible.
I gotta pee.
And we will cut back to the other half of the party. You guys had burrowed your way underneath New Spectria Tech, where it seems that in just a few short weeks, in a few short weeks, there we go. Sledge's aunt has built a full secret lab. And Lara's not there we go. You find not just this one prototype that she drove you in on, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other robots.
Wait, are these robots in the form of lions? Are they multicolored? Can they form one giant super robot?
So as you're muttering to yourself, she's like, I did paint them different colors to tell them apart, but I'd never thought of a super robot before.
My grandmother told me stories of 5 giant lions that could form together to form giant man, could punch people into space, and like do all this cool shit. I know that we're a little pressed for time, and we don't have time for that right now, but something to think about for the future.
I will think about that for the future. Well, for now, why don't you get in those 2, and I'll see if I can run some sort of script to get the other 3 to follow you.
Wait, before we do this, you don't happen to have any kind of like elixir or like bath or like some sort of pill or
I'm
something
pretty
to
sure
like?
the demons all smashed that up.
You don't have anything that lets me like, I don't know, like get a good night's sleep in like 10 seconds?
Buck, I can pump the
Sorry,
last
is
of what
the
I got into
robots
you.
not enough of a Deus
No,
Ex Machina here.
No, it is not this. It is not this. I am not looking gift dwarf in the mouth.
Easy.
I mean, unless you want me to, I am at this point. But okay, no, I'll climb in the robot. I'll just go with my. It has nothing to do with the few hit points I have at this second time, less than half. But it's fine. I'll do best I can.
Uh,
Wait, where's Zane? Zane!
Zane already flew off. He's got Maori. They're gone.
Wait, I thought he was coming here.
He was coming here. I'll go up to the top, tell him what's happening, and that he'll be able to follow along.
Can we not put him in robot?
Now, you see that she like fully steps back from like she was walking you through the lab. She was piloting this robot around. She like fully hands off the control, crosses her arms as she turns to you, giving you her full attention. And she's like, "Now explain to me how we're gonna fit a dragon in a robot. First of all, assuming they're all the same size, which they are, and then you're going to have him pilot it."
But you can make it magic go, right?
What's that?
You said
This is- I just
program?
I don't know if we're all in the same cockpit or if we're all out, but I just scream out, "Buck," and just
Right.
look at him and do the eyes.
Okay.
This is what I was talking about.
Just fucking climbs in and just starts crying. Just silently crying to himself.
She runs up to go talk to him, and I pump the last couple healing spells I have as I keep one spell slot for myself left.
Okay.
And I pump 8d4 plus 25 healing into you
Okay.
to make you shut up.
That's fair. I'll accept that.
And I have one spell slot left,
All right.
and it is my level 6.
So, you all pile in to these robots. She is
Without
going
question.
to very quickly run over to like their like charging or like stationary parking spots, tweak them for like 5 minutes. And she's like, "I think this will get them to follow you. Don't do anything abnormal or it may break the entire code stream."
Okay.
Fair enough.
Aim directly for where they are. Seymour, you know where you're going, right?
I have, and I throw out a rough, like 90% positivity of spatial awareness to where I'm at. I will get us to the bottom of the castle.
That's good enough odds for right now. So let's go. And she will push each of your cockpit like hatches shut. She will then just a fist on each of the control modules for the other three as she sends them, and drills pop out of each of them, begin spinning and burrowing their way towards the castle as we jump back over to the dungeon. All right. Well, would you prefer anything to happen before the shaving, or where do you want me to start?
Don't shave.
Okay. Well, we rolled dice for it, and your friend here chose that you would be shaved. So, I've already fed him the dragon flesh. So, and I've given her nightmares that will haunt her every sleep. And now we're down to you.
I'm like, you can see, like, I'm like trying to come up with something to stall, and I'm getting to the point where I'm just out of witty things to say.
As you like are silently trying to think, he is going to backhand you across the face. You'll take 1 point of damage. I assume
I'm
that
unconscious.
you're unconscious. He will feed you yet another good berry.
It's like, well, how the fuck can I think when you do that?
You're
Huh?
not supposed to think, just answer. Where should I start? That's not a hard question. Is it? Is it a hard question for you?
Just fucking do it already. Get it over with.
Where do I start? Answer the question.
Where do you want to start? You fucking answer the question.
He'll slap you again.
You're the one that wants to.
He'll feed you another good berry.
It's like, all right. What I was saying was, you're the one that wants. You're the one that wants to do it so bad. You start where you want. You're gonna do it all anyway. So why does it matter?
All right, fair enough. I can start with your head. I can start with a leg. I can start with your chest. Where else? An arm. It's not quite as exciting though.
Just pick one, because I'm not telling you shit. I already told you everything. I'm not lying to you, and neither is anyone else.
All right, one last chance.
You know, I changed my mind about you. I told you were doing a good job. You're doing a shitty job. You suck at this. Fuck you.
Okay, if you don't know how the princess died, who would?
The people that were there.
And who was there?
Just fucking shave me, dude. I'm not telling you anything else.
Okay.
I've told you everything I know.
Pity that's all it is.
You know I'm not lying to you.
For the most part, that was true.
It is true.
You did lie about, or you thought you lied about her being dead. And that's what the part that confuses me most of all. What are you covering
Yeah, well,
up?
I'm a little fucking
Why are you
confused,
lying?
all right?
Why would
I've
you tell
kind
me
of had
she-
my brain scrambled 20 times by you in the last 5 minutes.
Why would you tell me she's dead if you don't think she is?
Why would I tell you if I don't think she is?
Mhm.
Okay, the first off, I think she's dead. That's why I told you that. Second off,
No, see, that's the lie. You don't think she is dead.
Wait,
However,
how come you
when-
won't?
We've been over this. This is a skill
didn't even-
that I have
you didn't
trained,
even-
that I have gotten over years of trading and magical study. I know when someone's lying. I know when someone's telling the truth. You told the truth when you said she is dead. You were lying when you said you think she is dead, or you know she is dead. You don't know shit, but she is dead. These are all facts, irrefutable. My ability is never wrong. So,
maybe your ability's waning. Why you automatically think that we're full of shit?
you're right. I should trust the strangers as opposed to my own ability, which I know why I have that ability. I know that I've trained. I remember studying in the library and testing it on dozens and hundreds of people before.
Oh, you're a book guy. You're a book guy, huh?
Fucking nerd.
The books are always right, yeah? We have a friend that's a book guy in our party, and he fucking sucks sometimes. So do all of us. Did I lie
That's a
about
lie.
that?
He's the best.
Did
of
I
you,
lie
and you
about
don't-
that?
No.
Did I lie about that?
What point do you think you're proving?
I'm not. I'm being truthful with you. You're gonna fucking shave me and do whatever you just do it, dude. I'm done, man. Go ahead,
don't-
humiliate me. Shave all my feathers off.
All right. I'm going
fuck
to
it.
shave you. But I want to be very
You know,
clear.
Sledge, I take back what I said. I'm angry in the moment. I forgive you. We make it out of this. We're gonna kill this motherfucker, aren't we?
This guy sucks. It might be worse off letting him live. What a failure! You failed all them years of studying. You suck. I don't feel shit.
He doesn't even trust us that his ability is probably waning. We're not lying.
He will lean in closely to you.
You didn't even ask me any
Oh,
questions.
you
You suck.
gonna headbutt me now? Headbutt me. Knock me out again. Who fucking cares?
I am.
Pretty soon you're gonna run out of those little stupid berries you have, and then I'll die. That'll probably be better than you shaving me, to be honest. So go ahead. Keep telling me you're gonna shave me. Just shave me, dude. Get it over with.
You shouldn't shave him. In fact, it's more torturous to make him think you're gonna shave him. Once you do it, it's already over. But the thought of you shaving him is torturous. So you should just wait.
He's not a good enough torturer. He's not gonna do that, Sledge.
He does suck.
And I'm gonna give him the side eye.
He literally could have cut off our toes.
Am I gonna make him do that? Maybe if I say he's not gonna do it, he'll actually make me just think he's gonna shave me.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
Are we done?
Are we?
Did it work?
I'm done. I have nothing to live for now. Take my feathers. That's all I have.
As I was saying,
Wait, can you even shape feathers?
I'm a bit of a downer. I don't know if you've figured this out yet. Ask my friends. They'll tell you too. What were you saying? It was kind of rude of me to cut you off.
all right, we're going to try this again. I'm going to shave you. But before I do, the one thing that I would like to impress upon you is that I have asked you questions and you have not answered them. You have been uncooperative, and that is why this is happening. And as much as you want, shut up! As much as you have motherfucked me, and as much as you have had these pithy arguments, and as much as you have gotten slapped across the face and eaten these good berries that I have pushed into you so that you can wake up and take what is coming to you, you haven't learned. You have not given a second thought to why I'm asking these questions, to what I am asking. There has apparently not been a shadow of a doubt that has entered your mind on the fact that maybe you, not me, but you, don't understand what's going on right now. So maybe, if this burrows its way through your incomparably thick arrogance to think that you have this situation figured out and not me, that will sit with you. And that is something that you can carry along with this lack of feathers, and so that every cold breeze will remind you of your incompetence, of your stubbornness, of your lack of worth. It is you that failed to rise to the challenge. And this was me trying to help you.
Oh, you're helping me. Oh, you're so helpful. Thank you.
He will whip out a straight razor. We're going to see if he's going to go for the head.
That thing better be sanitized.
He is going to begin shaving the top of your head.
God, dude.
Wait, like a monk? Like a monk? Like
he's
is that how
doing
he's
like
gonna
a
shave it?
strip. So he's starting like back here and stripping forward. As from seemingly nowhere, a rumble starts in the room. Jimmy, I need you to roll a d20. Call evens or odds as the result that you want.
As the result? Okay.
What do you want to get here? An even or an odd?
I'm gonna roll it again because I just rolled and I didn't call anything. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's totally fair. But
Even.
What do you want? You want an even.
Yes.
Okay. What'd you get?
I rolled a 20.
Okay. As the room shakes and the bricks come apart in the floor, his razor narrowly misses, slicing through your eye. As 5 robots erupt from the dungeon floor.
Count them 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And this is where we will end tonight's session.
Holy shit.
I want.
Oh my god.
I want Buck to come out all enraged and beat the shit out of this dude.